Today, we are delving into a common argument wielded by Hadith proponents in defense of the Hadith. But hold your horses. This video isn't about drawing lines in the sand, it's about dissecting this argument with a fine-tooth comb, all without committing to a stance on Hadith. So strap in as we venture into an enthralling exploration of its validity and robustness. Brace yourself for a captivating analysis. Why do you believe your logic surpasses Hadith? Should we follow your reasoning or rely on Hadith to interpret the Quran? This argument is frequently voiced by Hadith proponents. Now let's dissect it. These very individuals proudly proclaim that the Quran consistently emphasizes the use of our intellectual faculties, urging us to think critically and reflect rather than blindly believe. So here's my question for them. If it's not our own logic and rational thinking, then whose should we apply, according to the Quran? Should we discard logic altogether and embrace illogic? Or should we defer to someone else's logic? Let's dive into this intriguing inquiry. Some conveniently set aside the numerous verses that encourage rational thinking and choose to highlight Quran 2:285, "We hear and obey." What's their game here? Are they suggesting a contradiction within the Quran, or could it be a sly manipulation? They argue for a kind of autopilot hear and obey mechanism, asserting it operates on a spinal level, bypassing any involvement of the brain. No, it's not as simple as that. It's about hearing, processing in your brain, and then obeying. Let's entertain the notion that we require Hadith to interpret the Quran. But here's the kicker. This opens up a Pandora's box of questions. We've got around 500 to 600 verses with documented asbabun nuzul, or reasons for revelation, yet only about 200 are considered authentic. And let's not even touch on the issue of mutawatir. Plus, there are these bizarre inconsistencies and absurdities, like the discussion of Musa's groin mass in Sahih al-Bukhari 3404 as an asbabun nuzul. If we were to rely solely on asbabun nuzul for Quranic interpretation, we'd be left scratching our heads over the meaning of the vast majority of verses. So, what happens to the rest? Do their meanings vanish into thin air? Let's delve deeper into this puzzle. Setting aside concerns about validity and circular reasoning, if someone argues in favor of following Hadith over our own logic, it's essentially a typical form of logic by Hadith proponents. Their premise might be that Hadith is considered a form of revelation, leading to the conclusion that we should use this revelation to interpret the Quran, which is also considered a revelation. Let's navigate through this perplexing scenario. When it comes to usulul Hadith sciences, it's claimed that this knowledge has been transmitted through multiple chains, making it mutawatir. This field involves assessing the qualities of a narrator, ensuring a reliable transmission chain, and many more. Now, the intriguing question arises, whose logic is guiding this process? Is this logic also considered a form of revelation? It seems like an assertion of infallible logic to sift through the Hadith and determine its authenticity. Essentially, the message is clear from the Hadith proponents. Don't rely on your logic, trust ours. They claim to possess the best logic to declare something as revelation or not, so whether a Hadith is authentic or not, just accept it and interpret the Quran through it. It's so laughable that you might need an extra funny bone. As we wrap up, always activate your brain cortex. Steer clear of blind belief. Your logic is invaluable, and if someone presents a rational challenge, be open-minded enough to weigh their perspective. Think of a bus journey. Yes, you embark and arrive at your destination, but remember, we buy tickets along the way. While we may hear and obey, it's essential to process what you hear in your brain, just like buying a ticket on a bus journey. Thank you for embarking on this journey of inquiry with me. If you found this exploration enlightening, don't hesitate to demonstrate your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let's keep the dialogue lively and vibrant. Until we meet again, stay curious and always keep the spirit of inquiry alive. Peace be upon you.